NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Put the flag. All right, do that. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Shift. Check 13. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 22. Will Fuller the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First down, Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Strong running by Clay. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal to Johnson again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking to go back to Stills, and now it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down. Mike 35.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Watson looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Here we go. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that out. Let's go one more.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check, 43.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back. Here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
You got it. You got it.
Third down.
Set, hut. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, hustle. Free down. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Me and you are going.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
No.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Pick it up. And 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We're going to work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
At the 49-yard line.
This is it. 18. Switch. At 55.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We're set. 19. Let's go.
Now it's Miller. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
And the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's Johnson, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing again, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darian Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 55, Mike. I'm here all day.
Here's Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 3rd down, Miller. Miller with first down and more. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but